Welcome to BookJuice, your personal library for books that move you. Whether you're on the grind, in between projects, or dreaming up your next big thing, this one's for the builders, the visionaries, the creators who don't want to just launch, they want to last. If you're building something right now, a brand, a business, a side hustle, drop it in the comments. Let's turn this into a space for future founders to connect. All right, let's talk about the lean startup. This book isn't about being lean, as in do more with less. It's about being lean, as in smart, fast, and adaptable. Eric Ries didn't write this for corporate suits. He wrote it for anyone bold enough to build something from scratch. The core idea? Start small, learn fast, adapt relentlessly. Sounds simple, but most startups don't do it. Most new ideas? They're built in secret. Months, sometimes years, go into polishing something that hasn't even been tested. And when it finally launches, no one wants it, or they wanted something different. And now you've burned cash, time, and energy building the wrong thing. Rees flips that script. He says, don't guess, test. Don't build it perfect, build it to learn. This is where his famous concept of the minimum viable product, MVP, comes in. Launch fast, even if it's ugly. Ship something small, just enough to test the core idea. Then watch what people actually do, not what they say. Because that's where the real data lives. People say they'll use something, but do they come back? Do they refer friends? Do they pay? This book will punch your perfectionism in the face, in the best way. Because if you wait to make it flawless, you'll either never launch, or you'll launch too late. And let's be honest, a lot of failures aren't really failures. They're just untested assumptions that ran out of money. The lean startup is a framework that keeps you honest. It forces you to keep coming back to the question, what do our users actually want, and how do we know? You're not guessing, you're running experiments. Every cycle is build, measure, learn, repeat. Not build big, pray, collapse. And here's where it gets deep. Rees says a startup isn't just a product, it's a system designed for validated learning. Which means your success isn't about scale or hype or investment rounds. It's about how fast you can learn what works. Think about that for a second. If your business is a machine, then data is your fuel, and learning is your gear shift. So instead of asking, will this make money? Ask, what's the smallest experiment I can run to learn something new about my customer? Rees also introduces the idea of pivot or persevere. After you run a few experiments, you need to decide, do we keep going in this direction or do we pivot? And pivoting isn't failure. It's discipline. It's saying we learned, we adapted, and now we move smarter. This book isn't flashy. It's not a hype machine, but it will change the way you think about building, especially if you've got an idea you've been sitting on waiting for it to be perfect. Newsflash, perfect never comes. But feedback? Feedback is fuel. Here are a few quotes that stick. The only way to win is to learn faster than anyone else. Speed isn't just about coding fast, it's about adapting fast. A startup is a human institution designed to create a new product or service under conditions of extreme uncertainty. It's not just about what you build, it's about how you survive and grow when the map doesn't exist. Success is not delivering a feature, success is learning how to solve the customer's problem. Your goal isn't launch. Your goal is impact. Juice drop. Perfection won't build your dream. Learning will. The faster you test, the clearer your vision gets. And clarity? That's where real momentum lives. Let me ask you something. What are you building right now? And what's one small way you could test it today? Drop your idea in the comments. You never know who's watching or who might want to help you build. Thanks for tuning in to Book Juice, where we don't just read to learn, we read to launch. Like, subscribe, and check the description for the book link if you're serious about building something real. And if you already are, welcome to the startup of your future.